Oh man, we live, bro. Got some hot news. We got hot news, bro. You see that thing about see it about old Antonio Brown. He out there acting the fool again. Y'all see it? Y'all go Google it. Google Antonio Brown. He out there clowning. But y'all know what it is. It's Sports Talk Texas. We got to hit you with the intro. This Dre B, Mr. Dre B. It's my cousin JB. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up to the people.
What's up with it, man? Yes, we in here. Now Dallas Mavs up and Cowboys too. Anybody got something to say? Get at me.
My man say Buckham, man.
Buckham. Anybody want to bet on the game? Shit, holler at me, man.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. Here go the intro.
Tune in to Sports Talk Texas, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Texas time.
Second Rangers home run of the night. Parsons sack, fumble, it's loose.
I do anything known to man to get in a Super Bowl.
Y'all saw it, man. Y'all saw it, man. We on. I got more boy Red over there rapping. Let's get him in. What's up, homie?
What's up, fellas?
Man, I like what you're doing, bro.
Let's go, man. Hey, so he got the Cowboys. I ain't even have to wear mine, but I got the Mavericks, though. You know
Hey, double salute, my brothers.
Man, hey, look, man. Happy holiday to you, man. Again, you know, I like the NFM you got working right there. I got the I see you with the Cowboys hat. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
Oh man, appreciate that, man. I see y'all, man. How was Thanksgiving, man? How was the fam?
It was good,
cool, man. Good food, good vibes, you know.
Oh, yeah,
I do have one complaint. I ain't gonna lie. I got one complaint for the second year in a row about Thanksgiving. I didn't get no candy yams, bro.
No candy yams?
I didn't get no candy yams, bro.
Can you get to the yams?
Yeah, we gotta get that. To me, it's all ruined if you can't have no yams, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
I can do without the sweets, but I mean, when I was younger though, hey, I was on yams tough, man. But now I try to stay up off of it, hit it and quit it.
Man, I got me a smoked turkey, man. My uncle cooked a smoked turkey, man. So shout out to my uncle, man. I ain't had a smoked turkey in I don't know when, bro, and it was amazing.
Fire, juicy.
Oh man, a smoked turkey, man. We smoked that mother for about 3 or 4 hours, man. Uncle, you did your thing, bro.
That's it. That's cool. But you know what? To me, straight up, like my favorite holiday, if I was to say, even though I don't really celebrate them, I will say my favorite time of the year. I'll say that. It's Thanksgiving, bro, because people are more like, you know, hey, how you doing? I miss you. You know, they more like, you know, giving. They more like, you know, less about themselves than at any time of the year, which should be all the time. But you know, it is what it is.
This is my favorite time of the year, bro. Like I think all the seasons, this time of the year right here is the best time. This between Thanksgiving and Christmas time, where it's starting to get kind of cold. You got the holiday season. Football is getting real good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the best time of the year, bro. I prefer this over the summertime.
Hey, shout out to LDTV. He said yam bread. He'd have been to the shop and had some of that yam bread we used to make.
Yam bread. Okay, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
For sure. Hey man, me and JB was just talking about something that's really hot off the grill. It wasn't even on our radar until just a few minutes ago. Antonio Brown, man. You heard anything about him? He got a little something going on with a standoff with the police. They got a warrant out for his arrest for throwing a shoe at his girl. I see you, Larry.
Oh man, yeah, I seen a little notification that came through earlier, but I didn't get into detail about it. But yeah, man, he been going off the roads for like a long time, man. He needs some help. You know, all them.
Yeah,
he been going up, man. He been doing a lot of shit, man.
I think I don't know if it's what they call that the concussion stuff. You know what I'm saying? When he got hit by Rufik a few years ago, everybody was saying that's the reason. But I mean, at some point, bro, it's like, you know, like I just saw a little skit where he was talking about, you know, he good, you know, he normal and all this kind of other. Nah, bro, you can't be normal. You know what I'm saying? Because the things you're doing ain't normal, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just. Anyway,
it's kind of sad, man, because he's such a talented player, man. But yeah, it's really something that's wrong with him. And you gotta give out a real shout out to Mike Tomlin. because when he was with Pittsburgh, man, he kept this man together, man. For somehow, some reason, it wasn't until the end of Pittsburgh that you kind of seen him kind of start to unravel. But I think this dude has been dealing with some demons his whole entire life, and I think that Mike Tomlin was just able to keep it kind of bottled up. And then when he wasn't able to hold it on no more, he kind of let him go. And now you see where he is. He kind of like leans for people to, you know what I'm saying, get some kind of like love. And then once he don't feel like he gets that love, he just kind of goes like off the racks. It's really, really weird.
Yeah. Well, hey, like I say, man, I don't wish no bad on nobody, but we are still held accountable for our actions in this world, no matter what our situations usually are, especially black men. All right, so I mean, I'm just keeping it real. So hopefully, he making out that situation unscathed. You know what I mean?
Speaking on that, did y'all see y'all seen the LeBron where he talked about why they not asking him about the Jerry Jones situation, like how they was asking him about Kyrie? He said that on the thing, man. He told them don't speak. He told them listen, man. He said, "Why? I'm just wondering as to why, as when somebody like me do something, it's all over the news, on the bottom of the shit, it's everywhere." He said, "Y'all kept asking me about Kyrie. Y'all ain't asked me nothing about Jerry Jones." That's what he said. He said it's kind of like swept under. You know what I'm saying? But he like when it come to us, it's always everywhere, bro. Yeah, and they ask you. So
what Kyrie Irving lasted for a good it's still going on, good 2-3 months. He didn't apologize and everything. They still on his nose about what you said, what you meant, calling them anti-Semitic and all that. And then
well, one thing about it, I agree with what LeBron James is saying, because he's right. We should not be able to get like put out on the forefront whenever we do something, but whenever somebody else does something, it's not really discussed or talked about. But I do understand the fact that Kyrie made a decision, whatever it may be, whether you agree with it or not. Kyrie is grown. Kyrie's a grown man, and whatever decision that he makes, that goes with it. Jerry Jones is 14 years old. You see what I'm saying? And that was 65 years ago. I got a son. My son is 14 years old. I don't want my son to be judged for something that he did when he was 14 years old, 65 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my kid to be judged for something like that. With Kyrie's a grown man, so whatever decision that he makes as a grown man mentality. Jerry Jones was making a decision whether he was there or whatever he did at the age of 14 years old. Most of our 14-year-olds, they follow the crowd. They follow what's popular, what's hot, what's the common thing. So you see a group of kids going to this thing, and you're going to be there. The picture that I seen, he wasn't yelling and screaming. He was just looking like every nosy kid probably would do. But I think that at 14 years old, you got to take a little step back and say, hold on. We all did stuff at 14 years old that we weren't proud of, that we wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And we probably would never do.
I agree with you. I agree with you about not holding something against somebody for the rest of their life. I agree with that. Being that, a lot of things that have happened in my life before when I was younger, they're still held against me. As a black man, you have to put those things behind you and keep moving forward, right? Now, I want to talk about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones not only has that on his resume, he has many things on his resume and his family lineage that are dictated towards racism. Okay, his dad was like the leader of some stuff out there going against civil rights, the anti-segregation movement back then. He has these things in his family that go lineage, like I said, lineages, right? And even the way he moves now, and I hate to say, he's not the only one. I don't want to seem like I'm big facing Jerry Jones, because it ain't just him. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of these owners. It's probably if it's 31, 32 owners in the NFL, it's probably 31, 32 of them that have that same history as him. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that I don't think that people are necessarily holding the 14-year-old or the 15-year-old thing against him. It's the actions that have been all the way since then their whole life, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm saying is the reason why I think that the topic wasn't big as discussed as it probably should have been, or like what LeBron James was saying, like how it wasn't in the forefront, is because most of the media and people was looking at it that this is brain question, but he was 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think that they held back on all like the media outbursts and the media outcome. I feel like if this was been today, Jerry, if they would have had him when he was grown doing something like that, I think it would have been a lot more talked about it. But the fact that he was 14 years old and it was 65 years ago, that's why I feel like it wasn't that big of a deal, because it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Kyrie Irving thing was
Right now.
this year. It was right now. He's 20. You know, he's 28, 30 years old. It's, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think it was more in the forefront. The Jerry thing is 65 years old and he was 14. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So check this out, Red. We got Larry LDTV right here. He says that he thinks. Jay Williams said he wants Jerry Jones to denounce racism. Right. And I think that if you want to hold, even right now, if you want to hold Kyrie Irving to all these standards of saying go do this, go do that to prove that you're not racist, you're not anti-Semitic, why is that not held against everybody who has done something before? Even Jerry. Why Jerry won't come out and say I'm completely against racism, right? We've had those things happen before. And I'm gonna ask you personally. I know you got your Cowboys hat on. I know you're a Cowboys fan. My dog right here, a Cowboys fan. I live in Dallas, and I'm gonna say right now, one of the main reasons that I don't mess with the Cowboys is because of Jerry Jones, right? Do you think that Jerry Jones is racist?
Me personally, for my opinion, no, I don't think Jerry Jones is racist. I think Jerry Jones has made a bunch of millionaire black people that he ain't have to do. I mean, he creates the brand of this symbol right here, and he selects and chooses who he wants to put this symbol on. And a lot of his greatest players are black, and he has a black executive named Will McClay, who's been picking all these players for the last 10 years that sits at the table with him. So, I mean, I don't think he's racist. I mean, if you want to say that he wants to make sure that his race is always first, I mean, then yeah, I think a lot of us is racist, because a lot of people want to make sure that they race rise up and become something better than what they are, and don't get overtook by anything else. So, but as a racist person, I don't believe Jerry Jones is racist, man.
You a vapor now?
Yes. I hear you, bro.
Without going too deep, man, LeBron said he understand all that, you know what I'm saying, like about the age thing. His only point was that he not being asked about that, how he was being asked about Kyrie now. Do I think Jerry Jones racist? I don't think he racist. Right. He was 14, like you said. You know, it just showing how the world is versus, you know, and you know, but man, it is what it is. You
Kyrie is also, he's an employer. Jerry Jones is an owner. So Jerry Jones don't have to work for somebody. The only reason why Kyrie Irving is having to do all this type of stuff because he's an employer. He has to work to get his job. So he has to go by rules and regulations that you have to do for your job to you know what I'm saying, the West Coast. And it's not right, it's not fair, but when you're an owner, you call the shots, you make the rules. So the question that Jerry has to face, it really is as much as Kyrie, because Kyrie is an employer. He has a brand that he has to work for, which is the NBA. His image is the NBA. Jerry Jones is like I said, different. I think if Jerry Jones had did anything racist now, it would kill him. It would destroy the Cowboys. But you gotta get something on him now. You can't go get something when he was 14 years old.
Red, I don't think Cowboy fans going nowhere. And again, I don't mean that in a malicious way. Bro, I don't mean that in a malicious way. But I know that Dallas Cowboy fans, they're not loyal to Jerry. I get it. But they loyal to the Cowboys because it represents Dallas, Texas. I know that. But I think that Jerry, you know, he's definitely capitalized and monetized off of that sentiment that people hold dear of Dallas, Texas. All right. And I don't want to go to no more on this. All right. It's a good subject, but we're gonna move on, right? We're gonna move on, fam. I want to send a shout out, man. Guess who playing right now, bro?
Texas and Creighton, man. I already know, man. You already know, man.
I don't know the score. Last time I looked, I don't know the score. I think it was like a 5-point game or something like that.
Yeah, it was at halftime when last time I seen it. I haven't looked at it either.
Yeah, hey, my boy Larry say Cowboy fans will support him no matter what. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true.
But like I said, everybody has a form of opinion.
I'm gonna say this. From what I've seen, from what I've seen, I think that Cowboy fans will, kind of brush a lot of stuff under the rug because he's the Cowboys owner, bro. Unless he just blatantly come out and say these niggas ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he came out to be a proven racist,
but I mean, I don't think he racist.
I think he's racist. I'm gonna chime in because my thing is anybody that old, Caucasian person that old. Let's just be real. Most of them were racist back then, And hate is just not something that you just stop doing overnight. A lot of those people that are racist, they died with that hate in their heart. You just don't stop being racist. But there's a lot of people that's racist in his position to the point where they have black people working for them. They make up the majority of their company, but that's why there's an owner of the company,
Yeah, for sure.
When the owner of the company, $1 billion industry, you're $1 billion person.
Why would you turn away your workforce that's making you all the money?
Right, exactly. So, like you said, the Cowboys, which ties back into what you said, relates to Cowboys fans ain't going nowhere. They're not gonna stop being fans, because it's not about Jerry Jones. It's about what the Cowboys mean to the city. You know what I'm saying?
So exactly, like this on some kid shit. So I mean, just for me to be shit, I'm 34, just to be like, oh, this video came out, just be like, oh, fuck the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about Jerry. It's about the Cowboys. He just the owner. I mean, I don't know, man.
Hey, but I want to address LDTV.
Yeah, that's Larry.
Yeah, and what he said. Hey, I believe that I'm right, bro. I believe that if he came out, if any owner ever came out, if Mark Cuban came out and said if it was found out that he was a racist, that would change a lot with any team or any owner. You have to be known to be a racist. We don't know, then how can we? You know what I'm saying? It would change. So yeah, if it's proven that he's a racist, I think that would change everything about the Cowboys in their brand. Their brand will lose a lot based on being a racist. But like what me and guys said, based on the last 30 years of him being the owner of the Cowboys, ain't nobody saying nothing. You listen to Michael Irvin and all the players that ever played for him, and they love him.
I think
they never say anything about Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith and all these great players that have played for the Cowboys have never said anything about him saying or being anything racist.
Hey,
I believe that, like you said, if it came out that he was racist, it would change the franchise. Maybe if it was in another state, another region of the country, but in the South and in Texas, we're subjected to racism every day. You know what I'm saying? Just going down the street to get an Arizona tea from the store or something. You know? So, I mean, it's most of us know he's racist. That's what I'm saying. So it can't prove it. It hasn't been proved that he's racist. But like I said, most white people of that age are racist. So
truth be told, so I mean, I don't know, man. I guess we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, at least the white people in this area of the country, like I said, in this region.
Well, not all white people, fan, because my grandmama was a white woman.
I didn't say all. I said most.
Not all people want to come.
These are all white dudes. Like I said, what this even stemmed from is a picture from the Jim Crow era, and he was of age. So, I mean...
He was 14, man.
Oh, he was 14?
Yeah,
he was 14. Okay,
he's 14. I got a 14-year-old son. Like I told Dre, I wouldn't want my 14-year-old son to be judged on something that he did.
He was 14, bro, when that shit happened. He was 14 when they did the picture shit, yeah.
I was asking Dre about it earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and if you see the picture, some of the kids are screaming and saying something. He's not doing that. He's actually sitting there looking like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So at 14 years old, you're doing that. I gotta base the man. I can't base you, fam, on what you are at 14 years old. No, I can base you on what you are right now, or what you have been in the last couple of years. I can't base you on a 14-year-old what's it called. I'm gonna base you on what you have done in the last times that I've been knowing you and what you what's called. Not about what you're doing. What you showing me now. At 14 years old, wait, none of us in our right mind. You still an adolescent. You a teenager.
You're a kid.
You're a kid.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
hold on, fellas. Hold on. I want to
You
show
can't
y'all
hold
something.
no grown man
brother.
accountable
Hold on,
for actions as a
I
kid.
want y'all to see something, man. We at Drafthouse. All right, they got the best wings in the city. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Facts.
come check them out. Look, no doubt, man. I'm telling you,
Facts.
best wings in the city. We've been a few spots out here in this area. Come to Drafthouse and get you some of these wings, bro. They got all kind of flavors. You can mix and match. Well, y'all going in. Go ahead. Keep on going. I ain't gonna stop y'all.
Nah,
man.
that's good. It's good.
No,
It's a
no,
good,
no. That's-
topic, you know. Good topic, man.
We gotta get into this. We gotta get into this college football, man. We're in college
Appreciate
football.
you tuning in. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in, Bon Kiki. It's
them
all
chicken
good.
wings, yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
you
Chicken
already know
wings, Bon
salute.
Kiki.
Buffalo
Yes, sir.
with lemon pepper mix, man. That's the cowboy flavor. If you didn't know, man. Yeah.
All right, so what you said, Red, where we headed to? We going to the I think I want to go to the NCAA before I get to the NFL. You cool with that?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it, because it ain't gonna take long. First of all, hail Michigan, you dig? Hail go blue, you know what I'm saying? You dig? Yeah. Smack them. They wouldn't let me on. My dog Jeremy wouldn't let me on the sports on his podcast because he knew I was a Michigan fan. He a Michigan State fan, and he didn't want me to represent. So I just want to say, go blue for sure. We did what we had to do against Ohio State. I've been holding that in for 5 days.
Ohio State or no Ohio?
No Ohio.
There you go.
No Ohio. Right. I do always say no Ohio.
Hey, Dre, talk your stuff, man. Hey,
yeah, bro.
I can't say nothing, man.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Because look, I
Y'all
had
look
clients.
good, bro.
I had clients coming there talking about some, we gonna whoop y'all and this, that, and the other. And I was like, nah, bro, y'all ain't gonna do nothing, man. We coming for y'all racks, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we came for them racks and we got that rack, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Y'all did y'all thing. I think y'all the only team that can probably beat Georgia, bro. I don't think no other team can beat Georgia. If it's not y'all, I think Georgia's gonna win a championship, man.
So look, we've been talking about that. We've been talking about that all year. I think Georgia's head and shoulders above everybody, honestly. But I do want another shot at them. You know what I'm saying? Because last year, you know, you kind of get shell shocked. You go in there, you don't know what to expect when you're dealing with an SEC squad. You know what I'm saying? So this year, we know what we're dealing with. It ain't gonna be no blowout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a blowout. We got everything it takes. We got the guts. We got the inside, offensive line, the defensive line. You know, we do what we do. We got the confidence, man. So
yeah, I think that's the difference in the game is right there. It's gonna be in the trenches. Y'all offensive line this year is probably one of the best offensive lines I think y'all have had in a long time. And I think that changes. The fact that y'all able to run with the 2 running backs that y'all have and run the percentage that y'all do and still be successful.
Our starters out.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But your backup won the game against Ohio State.
That's what I'm saying. He's a 4 or 5 star too. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. But your offensive line is so dumb it doesn't matter who's in the running back.
Hey man. Anyway, say bro, we coming, man. Hey, so look. USC has moved up into the top 4. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no 2 SEC teams in the playoffs. I don't think it's right. I don't think any at this point. We're only four teams that can make the playoffs. I don't think no conference should have 2 teams in it. You know what I'm saying? I think if you win your conference, your division, you should be a part of be able to play in the playoffs. You dig?
Okay.
So, that they're saying I think they approved the 12-team playoff system.
They did. 2024, it will be one of 12 teams,
man.
That's
a revenue move, man.
But this is what we've been wanting for a long time. We've been wanting for the teams like UCF and all these small teams to finally get a chance to go against these big boys and see what they really made of. They always do. Hey, now we get to see the big, even the little guys can be able to make it to the playoffs, and they can play a team. And like you say, any given Sunday, any given Saturday, you never know.
What y'all think about TCU, man? Y'all think they're gonna go? Y'all think is
Texas gonna beat TCU this weekend? Texas beating TCU this weekend, man.
We didn't make it, fam. It's K-State. They got it because they won.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, man,
I thought it was Texas because y'all have been talking about Texas so much. I thought Texas was in the.
Hey,
my bad.
We needed one more game, man, and we would have been 9-3. We would have been in the championship, but we was 84. We missed the bye game, so we don't get a chance to play the Big 12 championship. But it's gonna be a good game. I think TCU is gonna win, though.
Yeah, I think so too. I think TCU in by 10, bro. TCU by 10, and to me they deserve to be in the they deserve to be in the playoffs. There ain't no
They
doubt
do.
about
Hey,
it.
them boys fight, man. They playing good. Hey, I like to see it, man. Hey, they close. I fuck with Texas Tech, but then I like TCU too. That's close to the city. So,
Yeah.
you know, I
like their colors. I like them Raven colors, TCU, but you still go blue all day. But I like the TCU colors. Ever since
Depending
Texas
on their
Tech,
matchup, depending on their matchup, and who they gonna and who they play in the playoffs, it depends on if they're gonna make the championship. Because if they go against somebody that ain't like a Georgia or a Michigan, yeah,
well, so look, so
they better not try to go against USC.
if they number 3, I mean, they're going to either get Georgia or Michigan because USC is going to be number 4. They're not going to bump USC up to number 3 that
Well,
fast.
we gotta see because what they're gonna do is they're gonna base it on how the games look. So say everybody wins. Say everybody wins their games. Georgia win, TCU win, USC wins. All the top 4 teams wins their games. They're gonna base the games on how did they look when they win. So if y'all go, Michigan is going against Purdue. If it's a close game, but TCU blows out K-State, it's a chance they probably can jump you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's perfect. No, I know what you're saying. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't like all that. You know, if you blow somebody out, to me, it's like if you win, you win. But I understand that ain't what I think. It's what they think. You know what
I'm saying is that all the teams are evenly matched. So say all 4 of the teams win, the top 3 teams are undefeated. Y'all undefeated. Georgia's undefeated. TCU is undefeated. So you gotta look at for their ratings. You have to look at their last game that they played. And if you're in a championship game, and I win my championship game by 40 points, but you win yours by 7, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, hold on. But Bon Kiki, I want to Chicago. Who? The Bears? Is that who we talking about?
Yeah, she says why he ain't say Chicago win, bro.
Man, Chicago, because they last in their division, man. Because they fighting for a lottery pick, Bon Kiki. We'll holler at them when they next year when they get the 5 wins, man. But no, I feel you though, Red. I kind of feel you on that if somebody blows somebody out. Now let's look at this though. What if USC lose? Who you gonna put in?
It's chaos.
Put in.
I think if USC loses, then you probably gonna have chaos. Then or if a big team loses.
They're gonna throw in Ohio State.
Like I said, I don't know who you possibly can put in. Like I said, it's gonna be a real toss up, bro. And they're gonna have to really select a good team because everybody's gonna have an argument then. If any team loses, everybody's gonna have an argument. Even LSU can have an argument. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah, because they only got 2 losses.
Oh, did they make their championship game?
They playing Georgia in the championship game.
Oh well, if they beat Georgia, I can see a little argument for them. But I would probably put in OSU, even though I hate to say that. I would put in OSU before I put in another SEC team. Because a 2-loss team versus a 1-loss team, against a high-ranked team, you gotta leave Georgia in. Of course, you're still gonna leave Georgia in. Georgia and Michigan should win. And then who's the third? TCU they should win. And if USC loses, I mean, you pretty much got it.
So what if Georgia loses?
If Georgia loses, they stay in. They just drop down to number 2 or 3.
But then that's what I'm saying. But you just said Ohio State only got 1 loss.
Yeah, but I'm saying the reason why I'm giving Georgia that still in the playoff is because they're number 1. You're not gonna drop them down to 4. You know what I'm saying? So then are you saying if Georgia's the only team that loses?
You wouldn't drop them down to 4.
You just shuffle the 4 that's in right now. You just shuffle the 4 that's in right now. That's all. You keep the 4.
Yeah, because I mean, like you gotta think about Alabama. You gotta think about like, hey, they're saying like, hey, we lost to high teams, man. Our teams was highly ranked too.
No, man, Bama should have like 3 or 4 losses, man. Nah, man.
They scraped by some
scrubs. They scraped by some scrubs, man. They scraped by some scrubs, brother. So if you're gonna look at the ones where the barely losses, you gotta look at the barely wins too, and the level of competition they had. To me, I know Bama's going to be in the conversation, but they shouldn't be in the conversation at all. They shouldn't be at all.
I think the college playoff committee is hoping that everybody win this week. I think that's what they're hoping. Just make it clearly easy. Nobody have to worry because, like I said, if anybody loses, I think it goes up in the air because I think everybody has an argument. I think you can think about at least 3 or 4 teams that can have an argument based on their schedule.
It's been a competitive year. That's why you stretch to 8 instead of 12. But like you said, like Larry said, they want the money. Look, Von Kiki said the brother in the hat, a Cowboys fan. Yeah, he is.
You talking about?
He talking about my boy right here.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, almost all these cats, Cowboys fans. I'm Detroit
Cowboys
Lions,
and Mavericks, man.
I mean,
on the screen, man. Pick one.
And we ain't been just doing this. I'm talking about we've been doing this since little time. I'm talking about Quincy Carter times. You know what I'm saying?
When
you know
we
what
had
I'm saying?
high school parties and shit,
like
man.
way back in there. Like so, we've been doing. We had some bad seasons, man. It ain't always been good.
Yeah. All that.
It's been a few bad seasons over the past 20 years. I say over the past 20 years since the Super Bowl, y'all done had a good 10, 11 bad seasons.
But you know what that show? Loyalty and a bunch of motherfuckers don't get
it.
That's the problem right now.
We've been doing this, man. That's what they problem is. I think that's one thing you can give Cowboy fans. You can say we obnoxious. You can say that we homers. You can say whatever you want to. But one thing you can say is loyal. Them Cowboy fans are some loyal fans. If a Cowboy fan is a Cowboy fan, you're gonna see clothes, all type of memorabilia, all type of everything. They're gonna let you know that they're a Cowboys fan. They ain't gonna hide it, no matter what the season is.
This the truth about not only us, but it's other people that got other teams. They low key got a percentage of being a Cowboy fan, and that's true, man. I swear, like everybody pretty much admitted to it, man. Hey, when the Cowboys don't play,
I was just about to say that. I'm so glad he brought up that.
Okay.
Von Kiki, Larry, you know what I'm saying? I know Larry is a Carolina Panthers fan. Obviously, Von Kiki is a Chicago Bears fan. I believe Jeremy's listening. He's a Detroit Lions fan. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. And I'm gonna ask anybody listening. If the Cowboys aren't playing on a weekend,
Sunday,
on any day, on Sunday or Monday? Okay, Sunday. On Sunday. If the Cowboys aren't playing on Sunday, do y'all still watch football, or is football as exciting when the Cowboys aren't playing? That's my question.
Well, for me, I watch football anyway because I play parlay. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these games I play for parlay and stuff like that. So I'm investing into the games in different ways. And I like football. You know what I'm saying? I like sports. So I watch a lot of different teams, even basketball and stuff like that. So yeah, I still watch what's out. But I think like what he's saying is true. The Cowboys fans is a must watch. Whether either you love us or you love the haters, you want to see what's going on because you know it's going to be a topic.
You said for Cowboys fans.
They're going to watch that more.
No, I'm saying for any fan of football, anybody that's a fan of sports, you know, like one team that draws you to the TV is the Cowboys because you want to know what's going to happen. You want to know what's going to watch. Like I said, either you love us or you love the haters, but you're gonna watch the Cowboys. I actually seen a stat on Thanksgiving Day. The Cowboys and the Giants game was the most watched regular season game of all time.
Okay, which one? The Thursday game?
The Thanksgiving game.
You know, the afternoon game was the most watched afternoon game of all time because America's Heartbeat Detroit Lions was playing. Yeah, you heard it. Come on, man. Give us our credit, man. What's up, man? Hey, I got a question for you. Sit down for me real quick. Just real quick, brother. My man's right here is an LA Rams fan. He's from Kansas City. And I just asked these boys, I said, so when the Cowboys aren't playing on Sunday, all right, is football still exciting to you? Do you watch football when the Cowboys aren't playing? Is it as exciting or is it not as exciting?
Yeah, I watch football, period.
You watch football, period. Okay.
I watch all of it.
You watch all of it. So you like the game?
Yeah. I gotta watch everything. I got bets. I bet on every team.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Is it as exciting as when the Cowboys don't play?
He said, yeah, I still watch it.
It ain't exciting because everybody want to watch the Cowboys to see what they're gonna do, whether it's win or lose. It's like that in any state you go to.
What you mean? For the Cowboys or for the
team? If you go to a different state,
no. For their team, right? Now see what he just said, and that's what.
If you go to Kansas City, everybody's the
Chiefs fan.
Yeah, everybody.
They don't care. They might leave when the Cowboys game on.
No, they don't care about that. It's Chiefs fans is gonna watch the Cowboys.
They're gonna watch the Cowboys game. That's what I'm saying. When they put Dallas in primetime games, they always got a 3:00 spot or a 7:00 spot. They play on Saturdays, they play on Thursdays, they play on Mondays. They put Dallas in the primetime spot because they know people are gonna watch the Cowboys. Cowboys are a nationwide team.
That's America. They say it's
They're America's team.
So I already knew this was coming. I had this debate already with my kinfolk. I told him, I said there's a few football teams that have nationwide fan bases, worldwide fan bases. Pittsburgh Steelers are one of them. The Cowboys are definitely one of them. You can probably say, the Chicago Bears, they got a lot of fans everywhere too because they travel, right? Now, the thing is, that doesn't mean those are fans of the Cowboys. Okay, that don't mean that when they're not watching. It's not exciting to them because the Cowboys ain't playing. But people who are fans of these smaller groups, Detroit Lions, like took my cousin to Detroit Lion game, Detroit and the Cowboys, right? We pull up, it's Detroit Lions all outside tailgating and everything. Everybody in the car like, wow, I didn't know it was these many Detroit Lion fans because they only focused on their team. I know it's a lot of Detroit Lion fans down here in Texas. In Texas is a lot of them. You see what I'm saying? But hold on, just let me finish. So when my team ain't playing, I'm not as excited about football. There's other teams that I like watching besides the Cowboys. I like watching the Oakland Raiders. I like watching Pittsburgh versus the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Those are good rivalries. I like New England versus Pittsburgh, New England versus the Ravens. And it's a lot of Cowboy games, like I said, for the holiday. Guess who wasn't watching it after the game? Nigga, I was somewhere doing my thing. I ain't even look at the Cowboy game. You see what I'm saying?
What I'm saying, bro. I ain't saying that I'm saying what I'm saying. It's a good percentage of people that even if you a whatever fan, you still gonna watch the Cowboy games
because you a football fan.
Or at least see what's going on.
Because you a football fan.
Well, yeah, I mean,
well, see,
that's just my opinion.
The Cowboys.
I feel a lot of people are low-key Cowboys fan, even if you got a team.
The Cowboys fan, a Cowboy team is not the number one franchise in all of sports just for no reason. It's not enough Cowboy fans to be a number one franchise in sports.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No,
I gotta refute that. That's like the Lakers. If you look up like the demographics of where fans are in America, it's gonna be Laker fans in Minneapolis, Laker fans in South Dakota, Laker fans that never been to California in their life, but they Laker fans because it's a worldwide popular organization.
Exactly,
so are the Cowboys. It's people that it's just like the Cowboys.
So when they play, everybody watches.
But that don't mean that the people who are not watching the Cowboys are not excited about football.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I watch football because I like football, like I said, and I bet on the games. So I watch football most of the time, but I do think that everybody understands that the Cowboys bring an extra interest into the football, and that's why they put them in primetime games so everybody can watch. They don't put the Dallas have not too many games where they're not prime time, where the whole nation is able to watch them play. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I mean, Cleveland Brown games have nationwide.
How many primetime games they had this year so far?
They ain't got many this year. I think most of them are Sunday night.
Hold on. Sunday night game? We ain't got too many.
Well, y'all got Monday night games? What Monday night game y'all had? I don't know.
We already played the Monday night game.
You can ask me. We're going to look at the schedule. You can figure it out.
The third week of the season, we had a Monday night game.
You can look at the schedule.
Numbers don't lie, though.
The numbers of people who are watching doesn't lie. Those are fans. Okay, yes, y'all have haters. Don't get me wrong.
So look, the Denver Broncos had 3 primetime games this year already, and they suck. And they ain't nobody's prime, America's team.
But they had a controversy that happened. They had Russell Wilson who went to their team. They had a Super Bowl winning player that's in his prime of his career to transfer from a team that they played one of the highest contracts in NFL history for. So that's going to draw some attention to see what he's going to do. Especially when that team had a very good defense, and all that they need was a quarterback. So you're gonna put a couple games in for prime time because of that.
Red. All right, we do this every week. Look, we keep talking about these boys. We in Texas. We just keep talking about it. So we gonna leave that where it is. All right, we gonna move on. I feel you though, but check it out. So I got a tequila mute right here.
Hey, LDTV, man. I appreciate the compliment.
I didn't know that.
So look, my favorite basketball team, you already know it's the Mavs. But before we move on to basketball, I want to ask you your power rankings, bro. You already know what it is. I need to see where you're at. We're doing football. We're going to close out football with your power rankings. All right, we got Buffalo and the Patriots on tonight, too, just so y'all don't know. Buffalo and the Patriots playing. It's a must-win game for both of them.
Oh, it's 7-3.
Who you got, man?
So I'm going to start from 5 and go to 1. I got the 49ers at number 5. I like what they are doing right now. And I hate to say it, but I got Philly at number 4 right now, man.
Nah, that's cool.
That's a good.
I'm gonna be honest. They're not looking at the same team that they once was. They do look like they kind of can be beat. And number 3, I got the Dallas Cowboys, man.
Number 3. You got the Cowboys at number 3.
I got the Cowboys at number 3, man. I think the Cowboys, what we did to the Vikings and the Giants, we look like we getting better and feeling like they getting a little bit, like they losing something right now. You know, they ain't lost one game. They could have lost to the Colts. You know what I'm saying? They could have lost to Green Bay. They ain't looking too good. So, yeah, I got us above them. And I got the Miami Dolphins number 2, and I got the Chiefs number 1. Man.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Did that boy say you said the Dolphins at number 2?
Uh-oh.
Don't, stop sleeping on them Dolphins. He undefeated.
He got the Chiefs. He got the Chiefs. He got the Chiefs at 1. So let me make sure I heard this right. You got the Cowboys at number 5. Oh, you said number 3, didn't you?
No.
Right. 49ers at number 5. Yeah. You got Philly at number 4.
Yeah.
And you got Dallas at 3.
Okay.
You got Miami, the Dolphins. My dog. I got a Fins fan up in here. He went to doing cartwheels up in here when you said that.
San Fran, he got number 7 at number 5.
And then you got the Chiefs at number 1. So you got the Bills out of your top 5 all the way.
I think San Fran need to be like number 2.
Okay. I do 3. All right. I got the Cowboys out of my top 5.
What you got? What's your top 5?
Let me go. I got Miami at number 5. Okay. I got the 49ers at number 4. I still got the Bills. I still got the Bills at number 3. Okay. And I say Philly. Philly's number 2. Philly's number 2. I believe no matter what you got to do, you got to win, and they've been winning. And to me, still the Kansas City Chiefs are number 1 right now. That's what I got.
To hear that.
That's what
I ain't no hater, but
that's what I got.
they gonna ride.
I don't see what you see in the Buffalo Bills, man.
Philly's 2. I think I got the Bills at 3. The Bills at 3. Miami at 4. And San Francisco at 5. So you got what? Frisco at number 4? Yeah. And then the rest all the same?
I got Frisco for the Cowboys.
Okay. So you got Frisco at come on over here.
KC number 1.
Get in.
I got another Dallas Cowboy fan, mate. He dropping his top 5 on y'all.
All right, we got KC number 1.
Oh, what's up, boss?
What's happening with it?
Double salute, man.
Yes, sir. KC number 1. I'm gonna put San Fran number 2. Put Eagles number 3. We number 4, and
you got Miami in there.
I think I'm gonna go with. I don't think Miami is good. I'm gonna put the Vikings back in that 5.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I'm cutting his hours tomorrow, man. That's a good one, though, bro. That's a good one. So we got a diverse look. We got a diverse top 5. I respect everybody's top 5. I don't think that Minnesota should be up there.
Yeah, I think Minnesota a little too high. I think kind of like fool go. I'm wondering, Dre, what do you see in this Buffalo team, man? What is it, man?
What'd you say, bro?
What's up with the Buffalo Bills, man? What do you see in them, man? You haven't talked about your top 5 all season, man. What is it?
I just can't move them down, man. I think that I do think that they're still a good squad, and I'm looking towards the future. When the playoffs come, they're gonna be in the playoffs. They're gonna be ready. That defense is gonna be solid, and they're gonna get the job done, bro. I wouldn't be surprised.
You're not worried about losing Von Miller for the season, man?
No. I'm not, bro. I'm not. I mean, if they lose a couple more games, then all right, I'll drop them out. But right now, nah, man, I'm still rocking with it, bro. And yes, sir, I am LD TV's Larry's barber. I'm most of these cats' barbers, except for the barbers that came and sat with me already. But yes, we barber at Master Blends. That's what we do.
Yeah, he's my barber for sure. Keep your boy clean. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, Don Kiki. So we're gonna move on from that. I do want to talk a little bit of basketball. I'm not gonna talk much. All right, I want to talk about Luka and the Mavs real quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a Mavs fan. I saw that Luka was like number 2 on the MVP ladder. I don't think he should be there. I don't think he should be there. I don't. He's a great player, man. Don't get me wrong. A good player that's notching good stats, bro. You can say whatever the reasons are that are holding him back about the coaching, the scheme, which I think the scheme is not good enough to add everybody into the game. But I don't think that a guy whose record is at 10-10, eighth in the conference, should be number 2 on the ball. You got to get somebody else. I mean, Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns, I mean, they looking good even without Chris Paul sometimes. So, moving down, bro.
I think what Luka is doing changes the game, man.
All right, Ratia.
Ratia, don't start nothing right now. Don't go. Don't go too far now. But I think what Luka is doing, man, you gotta give him some credit, man. The dude is a walking triple-double at any time he wants to, man. I mean, it's not too much you can really do to stop him, and he does get other people involved. I don't think that he should be the total focal point. I think it should be a team ball. I think that's what they should get more back to instead of letting him be the total end-all, be-all. I think that's why he's struggling right now. But I do think that you can take away from his talent. The guy can give you everything: assist, rebound. He can score, and he's even picking up his defense now. And he's only 23 years old, man. I mean, this is one of the generation talent. And the way he plays right now, I don't see nobody who can do it better than him, man. You gotta get that to what he's doing. Despite what the team is, right now he's playing like he's one of the best, if not the best player in the NBA.
We've seen this game before, though, bro. We've seen this style of basketball with LeBron James. With James Harden, man, and he ain't LeBron James, bro. Y'all know I don't like LeBron James. He ain't him, man. LeBron, to me, where LeBron wins against him, he's a better defender, bro. And I don't think LeBron is a top-notch defender, but he's a better defender. Off the ball, he's better off the ball. He moves without the ball. He see more cuts. Look, when Luka don't got the ball, ain't nothing happens. I didn't see Luka pass the ball and just sit up top and watch the team, bro. That ain't gonna cut it, man. He's got to do more.
I think his game is going to evolve. Like I said, even from his defensive level, his defense has got a lot better than what it once was when he first came into the league. He's going to evolve and get a lot better. Like I said again, he's only 23 years old, man. He's still young. He got time. He's nowhere near even his prime yet. He's just now starting to peak and starting to understand the game. And he got a good coach. He got a Hall of Fame point guard as his coach. Who better to teach him the game and understanding? Who better of a defensive player? Everybody know who Jason Kidd was. Jason Kidd was an excellent defender. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to learn from a great coach that knows how to be a point guard. And he has talents that Jason Kidd could never have. You know what I'm saying? So I think as he evolves, as he become a better player, you will see his greatness. But right now, with him being able to give you the points and the scoring and the rebounds and the assists, you gotta give it to him right now. Like I said, if he's not MVP, he's definitely in the argument for it.
All right, I can see top 6, top 10 MVP, but not top 3, man. And I want to answer Von Kiki real quick about Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Von Kiki, I think that the problems in Baltimore extend beyond Lamar Jackson. Normally their defense is like top tier, top 5 defense. Keep them in the game, and it would seem like a quarterback like him would be able to fit in that scheme of running, the ball control, time of possession control and all that. It's a lot more than Lamar. It's a lot more than Lamar. But Lamar's negatives for me are, I've seen a lot. In that red zone, too many turnovers. Whether it's a fumble, whether it's an interception or whatnot, just too much. So he's got to fix that. And that's his main issue for me right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it back off of what you just said, Dre. Like we were saying with Luka, at some point in time, whatever you do as a professional, you have to evolve. You have to grow and strengthen your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And Lamar is an excellent talent. He's an excellent player. But he has to strengthen his weaknesses. And his weakness is passing and understanding the defenses of when he's trying to pass. And he's still struggling with that. And until he evolve and get a little bit better with that, then he's always going to have that problem. And right now, I think that's what they're seeing. Teams are stopping him from running and, you know what I'm saying, and spying on him and then forcing him to pass the ball. And that's why you're getting the turnovers and the mistakes that he's making. Because I don't think he has elevated his play at that yet. He's still struggling. He has to get better at that. But I do think that he's worth the contract.
Okay. You think he's worth the contract?
I do think he's worth the contract.
Well, hey,
You only get once in a lifetime generation players. And like I said, if he evolves, he can be great. And what you don't want him to do is go to another team and evolve. And you had him. You see what I'm saying? Because he's still young. So I do think that he's worth the contract. Give him a chance to evolve. But right now, he's struggling with that because he hasn't shown his weaknesses yet.
Hey, Larry, I see Larry say, did you watch these losses this year, all the drops? And that's why I say it's a collection of things. And I agree. There's been a lot of drops, too. But you got to look at some of the greats like Tom Brady, who has nowhere near the athleticism, right, the physical talents as Lamar Jackson, right? So what he does is he takes less so he can get more. All right, and yeah, he's cerebral too, Red. I know what you're pointing at. He takes less so he can get more. This is what I need. I'm gonna take this on this end, so y'all gotta help me on this end. Whether it's an offensive line, whether it's a certain defensive defender. In Tom Brady's case, he like offensive lines and defenders, right? In Lamar Jackson's case, I still believe they need more on defense, and I do think they need a quality wide receiver, at least one. You know, look at well, like everybody, all of us just put pretty much Miami in at least our top 10, right? I put them in my top 5. You got them in our top 5. They go get Tyreek Hill, and guess what? Tua look like an MVP all of a sudden.
I think Tyreek Hill should be the MVP, bro. I think this year here we should have an MVP.
Drinks on you for agreeing with me on that. I like that.
Hey, I don't think this year a quarterback should be the MVP. I don't think we've seen a quarterback that have played a good year like that. I think if you're going to give an MVP, it should be a defensive player like Michael Parsons, or it should be a wide receiver like Tyreek Hill. What Tyreek Hill have done to the Miami Dolphins is unbelievable.
I agree.
He has changed that whole team. One wide receiver has changed the team. So if anybody's the most valuable player, it's Tyreek Hill right now. That team looks totally different.
So, man, good. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just talking. You know what I'm saying? Get our little sports on. Me and my dog right here. You know what I'm saying? Come over. Oh yeah, you live. Yeah, we live. So yeah, man, I agree, man. Tyreek Hill is the MVP of that squad, man. He's the MVP and should be the MVP of the league.
Right now, he leads the league with all the receiving yards. The most receiving yards in the league. He has like almost 1,300 receiving yards in 12 games.
Kelsey, Larry, you think Kelsey should be in the conversation?
He does deserve some conversation. I'm with you. Hey, LD, I'm with you. He definitely deserves some kind of conversation. I'm not agreeing with you. I think Tyreek Hill is better. But Kelsey, with the absence of Tyreek Hill, he had put Kansas City on his back. And him and Patrick Mahomes, they doing their thing right now, man.
Nah, man, that's a surprise for me right there. Kelsey been doing this thing for years, but I still think Patrick Mahomes over there make that one go. You know, I think he makes that go. Even without Kelsey, it might be a little harder, but he makes it go, man.
Yeah, I think hands down should probably right now. I think either Michael Parsons or Tyreek Hill would be my MVP vote if I was voting. I wouldn't have a quarterback this year.
Hey, hold on. I want y'all to meet somebody who made all this happen for me, Mr. Chris. Chris,
hello guys.
Welcome to Sports Talk Texas.
How you doing, Mr. Chris?
Good, man. How are you? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, we're at the Drafthouse, and I just want to say thank you for letting us sit down and do our show here.
I appreciate your support and your friend, your guys. I really need your guys' support here and your business.
Of course.
And I'm so happy to have you guys here.
Of course, man. I was celebrating my best wings in the city. Easily the best wings in the city, man. I told my dudes to go try some other wings somewhere up the street. They came back and almost beat me up for saying that, for even comparing them to Drafthouse. So if you in Little Elm, come see Chris. Come to Drafthouse, grab some wings. They got good bartenders. It's a good environment. They got hookah. Open 7 days a week. Open late. It's a good spot. Good family spot. Watch some sports.
Hopefully we see all you guys here, and we open for any idea. Whatever makes you comfortable here, I'm listening, and I will do it for you guys.
Yes, sir. We definitely appreciate it, man. Double salute, man.
That's right. My man Burberry up here, man.
Yeah. He got the jacket in the hat, man.
Yeah, you like sports at all?
Oh yeah.
What do you football, soccer?
Soccer is my main sport. I love. I watch football sometimes, basketball also. Yeah.
So who you liking in the World Cup right now?
World Cup, I'm going for Iran, but we lost 2 days ago actually to America. Yeah, Iran lost.
Yeah, it was a close one. They won one. We barely won 1-0. Came down to a little nitty-gritty, but yeah, we stayed it out.
We were happy for because we have a protest going on back home in Iran, and we want them to lose, so government can take advantage of the game and change the subject in the country.
Right.
That's why everyone happy back home. Everyone happy. They want our team to lose.
So this is real political thing.
Yes, this is politics. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Okay. Wow,
so
that's
I'm happy
crazy.
for America.
Yeah.
This is, both are my country, so I'm happy.
Cool for both of them.
Yeah, we got another matchup on Saturday, man. So it's gonna be another tough one for us in the World Cup. I don't know if we're gonna get by.
Who America got?
I think it's the Netherlands.
Saturday morning they play.
Yeah, they play the Netherlands on Saturday morning. So yeah, and it's gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna be another tough one, man.
Hey man, this is the furthest. I think this is the farthest that America's been in a while. So they digging in right now.
They got a very young team. They very young, not that much experience. So they really gonna have to. They play against some guys that's been doing it for a long time. So they're gonna really have to play real team sports, man.
Yeah, we got it. Yes, they have pool tables, Von Kiki, big time pool over here. I'm like Michael Jordan every 6 months, and after that, I'm Bradford Smith. But yeah, like I say, come check it out, man. I'm telling you, man, it's a good time over here at the draft, man.
Good
Especially
food
Fridays.
too, man. Good
Especially
food.
Fridays, man.
Oh, Wednesday night we have a karaoke.
Okay.
Wednesday, yes.
Okay.
Friday night we have live band, and then after live band we have a DJ. Saturday night we have very good DJ. Sometime on Tuesday night we have like the saxophone guy.
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
That's what's up.
come watch the game, have a drink, and it's a safe place to come with the girlfriend.
That's right.
Sit, drink, no one bother you, no one. You're gonna feel safe. Like feel at home actually here.
Yeah, it is. I've been coming here for 3 years now, and it was one of the first bars I started attending. And like I said, I enjoy it. It's a good sports environment. It's a good family environment, and you kick it on Fridays too. So it's got everything.
And it has restaurant quality food, man. The food is good, man. I'm telling you. No, it's not like any other bar. The food is good, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna love the food. The place is chill, it's relaxed, it's comfortable, but the food is restaurant style. It's very good. One of the best restaurants I ever been to. Go check it out.
What's the Texas Crichton score? My bad. I'm trying to see what Texas doing in the NCAA.
We up by 3 points with 11 seconds left, man.
Okay, bro.
We up by 3, man.
All right. So Texas holding it down in the NCAA for basketball right now. I ain't gonna lie, man. You got Texas, Houston. Who else? It was somebody else.
Baylor.
Who was it?
Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor. Yeah, that's 3 right there. So Baylor just won a championship no less than 5 years ago. So.
Last year.
Yeah,
they're very high.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, double salute, man. Thank you. Appreciate the love, bro.
See you guys here.
He got things to do. We were blessed with his presence, man.
Thank you,
man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. For real.
It's all love, man. That's how we do it here, man.
Yeah, for sure. All love, for sure. I want to see this Texas team, go far in the go far in the NCAA. I want to see what they can do.
I think Texas is gonna make some noise this year, man. I really like Texas. Not just saying it because I'm a homer. Really, people go check out the Texas Longhorns. I really think they're gonna be a really good team this year.
They should be, brother. They should be. Hey, Bon Kiki, if you ain't had a bison burger, you ain't been to Texas. You got to eat a bison burger, man. A smoked bison burger, man. When you come down here, holler at us, man. Bison burgers all day, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. For real. Hey, man, look, we hitting on our last food. I want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody. Salute to everybody that was with us tonight. Larry, Bon Kiki. You know, y'all really helped us keep going. I appreciate you, Red Dupree. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. You already know it, man.
I'm mad right now, though, man, because look, this is what I'm talking about with the Mavs, man. Down 10 to the Detroit Pistons, bro. Down 10 to the Detroit Pistons after just beating Golden State Warriors, bro.
They play to their opponents, man. I remember Dallas used to do that same thing. That's what young teams do, man.
That ain't MVP. And I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do Luka like that. Coach Kidd got to get it together. Coach Kidd got to get it together, man. He got to find a better offense. I hate our offense. One man basketball ain't gonna win. I have not been a one man supporter for a long time. We got to play team basketball. They need to get me on the court so I can get some shake a couple people. You know what I'm saying?
I hope Kemba Walker changes things. I can't wait till he gets on the court. I hope that he brings some kind of experience and veteran play, and he gets that team ball going. I hope that's the reason why he went and got him. So we'll see, but yeah, they got to get away from that type of offense. They're not going to win playing like that.
Right, bro. Look. I got Ratia Butler laughing at my Mavs, man. I'm gonna block her, bro. I'm blocking her. But yeah, man, they got to get it together, bro. So anyway, Red, hey, it was good as usual. Appreciate you showing up, and I see you in the shop, man. You know how it go.
Hey, man, double salute, man. Thanks for having me, bro. Double salute everybody out there, all the fans, all the friends, man. Love y'all. Until next week, man.
Hey, you look at him. He's still going crazy. Your boy talking about Errol Spence and everything.
Hey, can we get an Earl Spence and Crawford fight, man? Can we get this thing going, man?
Earl Spence. He making where he from? Oak Cliff. He making Oak Cliff look bad, man.
Hey,
you gotta go and fight that dude, man.
Somebody need to go ahead and talk to your boy, man. Get that boy on there. We need to see this fight, man. This is gonna be the biggest fight since Mike Tyson and Holyfield, man. We need this fight. Somebody talk to somebody and get this thing happening, man.
Yes, I agree. They need to go and get that. Even with Charlo or somebody, man.
Somebody, man.
Come on, I'm tired of seeing these bogus dudes. But all right, brother, I'll see
you next time. Longhorns win too, baby.
All right, boy.
All right, boy.